Hey all, here are OS Reviews. Less than a year ago, we did a review on the eMeet OfficeCore M2. It's a smart conference speaker that has omnidirectional microphones and uses AI technology to detect who's speaking, and different parts of the speaker will light up. It allows you to have a clear communication process with whoever is on the other side, and basically transforms any room into a conference room. Works with up to 8 to 10 people. The downside is it's a little bit expensive. It sells for around $200, and now the company is out with their third generation called the OfficeCore M0. It's a little funny because the naming is going backwards, but it's because this is the simplest model of the three. It doesn't have built-in Bluetooth anymore, but relies on a USB Type-C port that connects to your computer. So it's meant to transform any desktop or laptop into a conference environment. It works with things like Google Hangouts, Skype, Messenger, things like that. Now it still uses the same technology underneath. It still has 4 omnidirectional microphones that can pick up different voices sitting around a table, and it still is able to light up in different ways to tell you who is speaking. Otherwise it sells for $70, so it's a lot cheaper actually without the Bluetooth. Alright, so the packaging here is also a lot simpler compared to the previous generation model. For quick comparison, here was the M2. Now we have just a simple white box. It just says OfficeCore M0. Some of the specs printed on the side. Works 360 degrees, works with both Mac and with Windows, as well as Chrome OS. Just acts as a USB driver. So a quick size comparison here, you can see how the M0 is significantly smaller than the M2 and the M1 before it. Just a fraction of the size. It's a lot more portable as well, just to take with you when on the road. But it still has a very similar kind of controls on the top. You can use this to mute the microphone very quickly. There's a LED ring just like before that will glow depending on who is talking. There's also the 4 sections for the microphones. You can change the volume up and down. Otherwise, the body is made out of a polycarbonate plastic, ventilation grills on the bottom, eMeet logo that prevents it from sliding around, and we have the USB Type-C port for power and the optional auxiliary 3.5mm plug. So as a quick refresher of what the lights correspond to, again, it will glow red when it's completely muted, but when it's turned on, it will glow blue on the section of whoever is talking. So here we have the microphone connected, and immediately you can see it's picking up where my voice is coming from. If I go off to the center here, or the edge, and start speaking, you can see it's still picking up my voice coming from this direction compared to on this side of the speaker. So it's pretty accurate as far as being able to detect where the sounds are actually coming from, and then having the microphone turn on from that side and then disabling all the other sides. Otherwise, if I mute the entire microphone, again, the ring will turn red, and then tapping on it again, it will be back onto detecting where sound is coming from. So I can just do a quick voice memo as a test. Test 1 2 3 of the eMeet OfficeMate M0. Let's try turning it around using some of the other microphones. Is it still able to pick up my voice? I can also mute the microphone midway, and now it'll be completely off. You can see it's still recording, but no sound at all is passing through. Playing it back, the sound will come out from the computer's sound at first. But if I wanted to, I can also select, again, the eMeet M0 noise cancelling speakerphone. Test 1 2 3 of the eMeet OfficeMate M0. Let's try turning it around using some of the other microphones. Is it still able to pick up my voice? 1 2 3 test. So the takeaway there is the sound quality is actually really good, both with the microphone. It picks up your voice very nicely without any distortion, without any popping. Even if you are a little bit further away versus close up, it seems to zoom in using the mics and canceling out anything from the other sides. We have a little bit of fan noise in the background, but it's completely canceled out here, so it's doing a really good job. And as demoed in that quick audio recording, it's no surprise that in practice, with an actual Google Hangouts or Skype call, the sound quality is equally impressive. The speaker on the other end was able to hear my voice really loudly and without any interruption. So they thought that the quality was extremely good. And the same thing, the sound coming out from the speaker here is also a lot louder and has actually more bass than really what you'll find on a built-in speaker from your laptop. That's been our hands-on review of the eMeet OfficeCore M0. If you're a business professional, if you're always doing conference calls with a group of people sitting around you, and you want the best experience for connecting virtually, this is actually a great little gadget to pick up. It's actually not very expensive, but works phenomenally well, has all the same technologies of the past iterations, minus the Bluetooth connectivity, but that's not too essential unless you're making phone calls with your phone all the time. Once connected to your PC, you can hear how in our demos, the microphones do a great job of picking up your voices. It's loud and clean sounding, and the actual speaker quality is also pretty good as well. So if you're interested, you can check out more details in the links down below, but for now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. That's been the latest generation OfficeCore M0 AI-powered mini USB speakerphone.